All right, Furion, Maria, Guy, and Leon. Okay, so yeah, I was right. I just forgot Furion. That's right. I believe like Leon leaves the party at the beginning, and you don't see him for like most of the game. I remember, that's right, when I played this game on the stream like a decade ago, right? We named the characters after my mods at the time. And we had a mod named, what was his name? Oh man, it's been so long I forgot his name. That's horrible. Anyways, we named Leon after him. And then he was just like never in the party. Because as part of the story, he's just gone for most of the game. And so when he finally came back at DM, we're like, he's just been out making sandwiches, guys. He's back now. All right. So Maria is gonna be Mildred. If it'll fit. I don't know if it'll fit. We might have to like be creative with our Mildra. She's Mildra. Sounds like you watching my stream. Yeah. Alright. Final Fantasy 2. Finaler Fantasy. That's right. Alright. Let's see. Actually, I can't do that. Take him back on. That's we can keep him in Leon. That's fine. If no one else cares for any names, we will go ahead and go with these ones. So, we don't pick classes in Final Fantasy 2 because everyone can kind of do everything. It's got a very unique leveling system. Oh man. Oh man, don't compare it to episode 2. That's just mean. Alright, well. Actually, we're gonna stick with this. Carry over some of our characters from the Monk campaign. Gotta go with people who are actually in chat, right? Alright. So, Mildra in the chat. This is what's happening now. Gardner, for the purpose of this game, you're a bad person, just so you know. Alright, moving on. Start the game with these names. Yes! A long-lived peace. Gardner's main role in the story is to not be in the party so that we can have guest characters. It is at an end. Oh, you know, that's a good point, Minus. I totally could have done it. Now I have to. You're right. Yeah, we're starting over. No. My mistake has been pointed out to me, and it's just going to bother me if I don't fix it. Gardner, we're upgrading you to leading role here, buddy. There we go. You may still spend half the playthrough face down. We'll have to wait and see. Oh my god! He's burning down the village! And even the fire's like, oh my god! The Emperor of Palmecia has called forth monsters from the underworld. Has begun his campaign for world conquest. Dude's just summoning demons from hell to take over the world. You know, no big deal. The rebel army arose in the kingdom of Fynn to thwart the Emperor's plans. Totally not inspired by Star Wars, guys. But the rebels' castle fell to an all-out assault by the Empire. Four youths from Fynn also found themselves fleeing the Imperial forces. They had lost their parents at the hands of the Empire, but their escape wasn't over. You do play a big role in the story, minus just more in the latter half of the game, that's all. Alright. 4 Black Knights versus Garden of Mildred. Blesh and Minus. Blesh, you got the extra hit points, so this is all on you, man. You're the big boy. Alright. I'm gonna try and attack. Let's just all focus on this one Black Knight right here. Blesh, who's gonna carry us? Okay. Alright, Minus is dead. Blesh is also dead. Gardner seems to be dead. Mildred's got the. Mildred missed. But she's still up. We don't have any magic. Run away. Oh, Mildred's also dead. The party was defeated. That was Final Fantasy II. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Minus, as you noticed, like I said, you went out right at the beginning. That's just the story. Now we get to watch the corpses rot, kind of like Doki Doki Literature Club. Hey, wait, there's only 3 guys there. Minus has already left when we weren't paying attention. Minus just ducked out. I'm not even kidding, he's totally already gone. I hope you enjoyed being in the party, Minus. You've gone off to make sandwiches. Hilda, will he live? Minwu, he will. I sense a strong life force within him. He should regain consciousness soon. We found them like this on the escape from Fynn, fallen from the terrible wounds. By the time we brought them here, I feared it was already too late. His life is not in danger. This sigil will strengthen his life force. We should let him rest now. Of course. We'd best be off to the meeting. I imagine they're already waiting for us. If the Empire is allowed to complete the dreadnought they're building in Bafsk, their attack will begin in earnest. We cannot sit idly by and watch. We must act. Dude, just you guys wait. We're gonna steal the dreadnought, but then like Bart's gonna shoot it down with his submarine, and everybody's gonna be sad. Memories. All right, they're just gonna leave you on the floor there. Cardinal's like, where am I? I was fighting with my good friend Minus, who is totally gonna help me out this whole game, and then like I just woke up alone in this room. Minus! See, it's his first thought. Where's Minus? Mildred? Flesh? Where are you? Ragna! You're alive! I thought you'd... I'm fine, Mildred. You alright too, Blush? But wait, where's Minus? Princess of Finn, save us. But Minus not here. Oh yeah, Blush, you are, you dumped your int stat to get those muscles, so you may not form what some people would consider to be complete sentences, but the muscles, right? I see. Don't worry. I'm sure he's okay, and they listen to him because we don't worry about him anymore. Like, all right, nod. Yeah, all right. Well, Minus, you were remembered for a second there, bud. I mean, he was only in the party for one fight where we all died, so you've regained your strength. Very good. Your life force is strong indeed. It was you who saved us, wasn't it? Thank you. Forgive me, Your Highness, but there is something I must ask of you. Please allow us to join the rebel army. I could never allow such a thing. You know nothing of battle. You would only be throwing your lives away. You should return to your homes. Our homes were burned down and our parents were killed, and you freaking know that. That's so, like, come on. But we have no homes. Not anymore. The Imperials attacked and our parents... I'm truly sorry, but even so, this changes nothing. I cannot permit you to join our army. Why? They're too young, I guess. If you're nowhere else to go, you're welcome to stay here in Altair. If you know our password, you should be able to live here well enough. The password is Wild Rose. Remember it well. So in this game, there are like keywords that are highlighted in red that you can learn, and then you can ask other people about it to get like different dialogue from them. It's like a whole thing. So I can be like, hey, Wild Rose. And she's like, the Wild Rose is the insignia of the Kingdom of Finn. It represents our hope for the future that flourishes in both strength and beauty. But what will become of Finn now? I've heard that the Empire's captives have been taken there and suffer even as we speak. Mildred, your brother Minus is missing, is he not? Oh, Minus, you're Mildred's brother. Your sister Mildred's with us, dude. We got her taken care of. It's gonna be okay, bud. Don't you worry about her. We'll take good care of your sister while you're off making sandwiches. But Finn is far too dangerous now. The Emperor's beasts still stalk the streets. Gaining entrance to the city will not be easy. The man at my right is Minwu, the white wizard who tended your wounds. Speak with him before you leave. He may be of some assistance. Okay. Yo, white wizard! I see your destiny clearly. The future it holds seems closely entwined with mine own. He's a white wizard, so he's like a healer, which is why he's wearing his mask. You will begin by journeying to Finn. That is the first step towards realizing your fate. I want to point out that Finn is crawling with enemies that could just annihilate us, and like they won't let us join the army, but they just send us into a town full of very strong enemies. It just seems wrong. You've wasted no time in using the password. Heed well the information it will bring you. You can learn much of value by listening. I'll offer you one more bit of advice before you depart for Finn. Those who have fallen in battle can be revived at a sanctuary. Should one of you fall before you reach Finn, go without hesitation to the nearest sanctuary. Okay. Heading to Finn, are we? It's not my place to tell you what to do, but I'd reconsider if I were you. The dangerous place to be. You see, the city's crawling with the Empire's monsters. To the north lies a small village called Gotria. Judging by the look of you, you'd be lucky to make it that far. Before you go anywhere, I suggest you visit the room with the sigil that saved your life. There you'll find people who can teach you a thing or two about adventuring. I think you're gonna need all the advice they can spare. The port of Palum lies not far to the east, but a lake separates you, so you won't be able to reach the town without a canoe. This is the Rebel Army's war room. Alright, good to know. Why is the royalty that is deciding who's joining the army? I don't know. So these are like the training guys. I guess we can, this is like, you know, the tutorial room, right? We can kind of, you know, work on this. Let's, would you like to learn about armor? Yeah. There are 4 types of armor: shields, helms, body armor, and gauntlets. Shields are equipped in the same fashion as one-handed weapons. Okay, you know, we're just gonna assume that I know all this. All right. This is the king's bedchamber. His Majesty was sorely wounded in the flight from Fynn. Been resting here for some time now. An arrow struck me in the back. At least it wasn't the knee, Your Honor. My daughter Hilda now serves as regent. You should speak with her. I did. She won't let me join the army because, like, some kind of reasons. Alright. There's not really many hidden items in this game, I don't think. I don't think there's any reason to, like, search barrels, for instance, that I can remember. You're in the rebel hideout in town of Altair. Potion! Aha! Gordon, the Prince of Kashuan, is hiding out here in Altair. I don't know what happened, but something has made him lose faith in himself. He says Hilda fled when Fynn was sacked. She's doing a remarkable job of leading the rebel army while His Majesty recovers. Alright, so we got another prince from a different country who's like hiding out here, and he's lost confidence in himself. Good to know. I'm Paul, the greatest thief in all the world. I mean, maybe you shouldn't tell people that then. They've yet to invent the loot I can't burgle or steal. The Imperial coffers have kept my purse fat with gil lately. Wild Rose? I never steal from the rebels. You can be sure of that. My home was in Fynn too. You can go home now the Empire's occupied the city. This is the town of Altair. The Imperial forces haven't been deployed this far out yet. I suppose it's only a matter of time, though. 2 facts. My name is Gordon. I was once a prince of Kashuan. Now I'm nothing but a coward. And when my brother Scott fell in battle, I abandoned my kingdom and fled here. Oh. Dude. So you've asked to take up arms in the struggle. I'm so afraid Hilda will turn me away if I haven't even asked her if I've been stalling here. Just a spineless coward. Go ahead and laugh. I deserve it. Damn, dude. I mean, jeez. Alright. So we've got remove curse, remove amnesia, toad, and stone. High potion, eye drops, and antidote. Phoenix down, ether, cottage, and elixir. You can buy elixirs for 50,000. Man, I wish you could do that in Final Fantasy 1. It would have made our runs so much easier if we had something better than high potions to throw at each other. I mean, I did in the 1 run, but in the monk one, I mean, I could go get some from the bonus dungeons, I guess. Paul's a skilled thief. Don't worry, you can trust him. He only steals from Imperials. Or so he tells you. Alright, so we got a magic shop here. We can learn Fire, Thunder, Blizzard, and Cure. Alright, and then Cobble, the fellow over in that weapon shop, is one fine blacksmith, he is. Someone's been bothering him lately, though. You know? And here we can buy some weapons. So, before we start buying equipment, Cobble, what do you want with me? I'm just an old man. Wild Rose. The geezer acts just to cover. My name is Tobal, and I'm the best armed blacksmith in the rebel army. Alright. It's Wild Rose, man. That's all you gotta say. Alright, so a couple things about this game. A lot of things have changed from 1. You'll notice there's no level. We don't have levels. Each individual stat we have sort of has a level. So our HP and our MP can level up. Our skill level with weapons, right there in the middle, there's fists, daggers, swords, staves, axes, spears, ranged, and shields all have their own level. You get them by using that type of equipment. Then we have strength, stamina, spirit, agility, intelligence, and magic, which can go up. And also we have like magic spells we can learn, and each magic spell that we learn can level up as well. And using different equipment and taking damage and evading attacks and all that can all affect our ability to level. And also we have a front and back row now. In the back row you can't attack with physical attacks except the bow. But if you're in the back row, the enemy will not target you with physical attacks. It's not that you take half damage per se, it's that enemies with physical attacks can't target the back row until they target the front, until they get rid of the front row. Magic can still hit back there, and bows can still hit back there, but like regular physical attacks can only target the front row until the front row is gone. Because of the fact that we have these skill levels with weapon types, it actually kind of pays to focus on a specific weapon type, right? So looking at our equipment right now, we start with a broadsword and a buckler and some leather armor on Gardner here. We have a bow with Mildra and some clothes, and Blesh is carrying on an axe and some leather armor. We're gonna change this up a little bit. First of all, we're gonna improve our armor situation by just taking all this crap off. And you may think, how does that improve your defense? It doesn't. It lowers our defense. But taking more damage helps us level up our HP. So in a way, armor hinders us a little bit. We're also going to get rid of this bow because we're going to make Mildra our black mage, essentially. And there are some detriments to doing things like trying to go both ways. I'm trying to remember exactly how it works. It's like getting better at black magic, I think. So in this game, there's two different stats for black and white magic. Black magic is based on your intelligence. White magic is based on your spirit. Getting better at black magic increases your intelligence. It has a chance to lower your spirit a little bit, I believe. Getting better at weapons increases your strength, but has a chance to lower your intelligence. So if she gets better at the bow, there's a chance every now and then when she levels up that she could lower her own intelligence, which is detrimental to her black magic. So we don't really want, we just want to use magic, basically. So yeah, so she's gonna be a mage. And then you're like, well, what is she gonna put in her hands? And I'm like, obviously, this game lets you dual wield, first of all, which is very cool. Where do you buy armor in this town? Is it, there's another armor store? Over on the left, isn't there? Yeah, here we go. Let's just... come in here. This game lets you dual wield, so like for instance, I can put a broadsword in both hands, and you'll actually get extra attacks because you'll hit attack with your left hand and attack with your right hand, and you'll get your skill up faster that way. And another thing you can do, is that you can dual wield shields. Which isn't overly useful in the back row. Honestly, I don't want her in the back row because I want her to get attacked. If she doesn't get attacked, her HP is not going to go up. So shields help you evade damage. So her evasion is 31%. You'll notice his is 12 and his is 7. Hers is 31. That's because of those bucklers she's wielding. If I were to take those bucklers off, then her evasion goes back down to 23. She has better evasion to begin with, but that's a whole different thing. Actually, no, she still has one on, that's why. Yeah, 15. It is still better, but yeah, so it goes from 15. Come on. Up to 31. So 25? Why was it was 31 before? This game is buggy. Oh wait. No, it's her leather armor. I gotta take the leather armor off. It's messing her up. Much like Final Fantasy 1, armor also lowers your evasion. Yeah, 31%. So here's the interesting thing. Your HP goes up by losing HP. Losing lots of HP and ending fights at low HP helps you level up your HP and get more max HP. Same thing with MP. Using a bunch of MP in a fight and ending a battle with low MP helps you get more max MP. Defense, you get more of by getting attacked, pretty much. Evasion, you get more of by evading. Not by being attacked, but by actually evading. So here's the crazy thing. The better you are at evasion, the better you are at learning evasion. So she's gonna start out with 31% evasion, and she'll be much better at evading than everybody else, basically. And because of the fact that it works that way, what I think I'm gonna do is, instead of dual wielding my weapons on Gardna, I'm probably gonna give him a shield too. It doesn't raise his defense, you notice. It lowers his attack a little bit because he's not gonna be two-handing that broadsword. But it will raise his evasion from 12% up to 20%. So he can start working on his evasion. Now bless you, there's a couple options with bless you. I'm somewhat inclined to just be like, he's a monk, you know, and just barehand it. Barehanded is actually really strong in this game, but I'm considering having our community goal for this game to be to play it a second time and then just like solo monk, like either Firion or Guy, just like strip off all their equipment and just the whole way through the whole game with just the one character. Because of the way the game works, they'll level up their HP and their defenses and their evasion and their barehanded way faster because they're doing all the work themselves, and it'll actually not be a hard run. I don't think, but we'll find out. I think that's going to be possibly our challenge run community goal for this one. I haven't put it up yet. I will tomorrow. So with that in mind, I don't think I want to use barehanded on him right now. I also don't really want to use swords on him because I don't want to use swords on him because if I find a good sword, I want to give it to Gardna because he's gonna be my sword guy. I'm kind of torn. I could give him javelins. I don't know. Just to have something else on him. I don't know. I know there's a really good sword in the game. I'm not really 100% up on like the other good weapons. Like, as far as like what's a good weapon to work on. Like, there's an exceptionally good sword that's so good that some people, like, as part of their doing a challenge, say, and of course I'm not going to use the blood sword because it's just so good. as far as like spears, I think there's good spears too. So maybe we'll go spear. I think there's good everything, honestly, but you know, we could go axes. Oh, let's do this way. Bless you. It's your character, sort of ish. Would you rather him be like javelins or spear or axes? Like we can make him like a dragoon, I guess, with like the spears. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. All right, and we need to get a little bit of magic that we can. Obviously, Maria needs something to do, so let's get a fire tome. We don't have enough for a cure tome at the moment. I don't think. Maybe we sell stuff. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Need a cure tome. Alright, so being good at weapons hurts your intelligence, it doesn't hurt your spirit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give Gardna for now. Eventually I'm gonna give probably everybody a little bit of cure. But because Mildred's gonna be spending her MP casting black magic, I don't want to I don't want her to also be my healer right now. There we go. Teach her fire, teach Gardna cure.